5 community health teaching topics. They taught about lice prevention and eradication. They taught about pneumonia prevention and treatment, home treatment as well as hospital care. They taught about reproductive health and the menstrual cycle, which was new information for the women in Guatemala. They taught about malnutrition. And they taught about, I'm missing one, you students are going to refresh me, oral health care for children.
It was very eye-opening, I would say, because we as Americans, we have everything here compared to people in Guatemala. Yeah, we're miserable, we complain. We're just not happy. People in Guatemala, they have nothing, literally, and still they're happier than we are. They're like calm, they're peaceful. We are all over the place, and yet we have everything. We could go and take a shower, we can drink the water in the shower. Down there, you can't do all these things. You end up with amoeba.
You just realize, especially with schoolwork, how just learning and knowledge is such a powerful thing to have. And if you could give that to someone else, like we did down there, how much you could improve someone's life just by learning something new. So I think that really made me focus on my studies, especially more in community health and how you can make a larger impact.
I think probably my favorite part of it was getting to know the people and crossing those cultural boundaries. Realizing that there are a lot of ways to communicate, and there are a lot of things that might seem off to us that seem very normal to them, or very off to them that seem very normal to us. And just realizing how ethnocentric Americans tend to be, and being able to recognize that there are other things that are not necessarily wrong just because they're different.
I would say building the stoves was something that I took away from so much more than anything else there. The community health teaching was great. We did a lot of it. We taught a lot of people, but I felt like these stoves are gonna last longer than our education. It's great, but you can only teach to so many people. Whereas these stoves are helping everyone in the country. I mean, their air quality is awful. They burn everything. And there was houses that we walked into that they had the older stoves. It's an open fire in the middle of their house.
I definitely have, ever since Guatemala, I've been wishing to go back. Been looking up other things to go do with other organizations in different countries. Definitely looking forward to doing something maybe this year or next year.
It's kind of one of those things that it doesn't really hit you until after you're done and over with it, because it's terrifying when you're there. You don't know if they're understanding your message or if it's too complicated or anything like that. But then when you're done and you see them actually acting out the thing you taught them, it's incredibly rewarding just to see that.